Delray Beach real estate prices are falling and price cuts are here. I was telling some of my real estate colleagues that I was going to do this video today, and they're all saying, no, don't do this video. We don't want the word to get out. But here's the thing. While a lot of news outlets, as well as consumers, talking about the fear in what's happening in the real estate market, how Florida real estate market is about to implode, talking about insurance issues and homeowners insurance issues and condominium issues, yeah, those are things that we always want to be concerned about. Those are risks whenever we buy or sell real estate. But the thing is, depending on what side you're talking to, buyers or sellers, falling prices is not a bad thing. For sellers, it'll help them sell their property because a lot of buyers are on the fence. For buyers, well, that's just lower prices. So what I want to do today is I want to show you what's happening in the Delray Beach real estate market and then support it by talking about and showing you what's happening with our surrounding markets. Let's get into it. Before I show you the price cuts, what's happening here in South Florida, we have to understand why they're happening. To me, it's all about supply and demand, and the first thing is days on market. But before, my name is John Whelan. I'm Mr. Downtown Delray with EXP Realty. Here's my hats. Don't worry about this John Whelan beer thing. Some dude back in the 1800s in San Francisco had this beer company, and I just think the name is cool. Guess why? And it's pretty good beer. Do me a favor, subscribe to my channel because it just makes me feel good and it helps my business. So let's dive into this days on market, but I want to take a look at active listings. Take a look at this chart. We're going to start here. This is the active listings growth over the last year. You can see Boca went from over 1,540 to 2,100 units. That is a 40% increase. Boynton Beach, which is right next to us, went from 850 to 1,500, a 77% increase. Delray Beach went from just about 1,000 to over 1,800. That's an 83% increase in inventory. Same thing for Fort Lauderdale, 1,750 to 2,600. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. That's a 50% increase. And West Palm Beach from 1,300 to almost 1,900. That's a 44% increase in inventory the last year. Well, no wonder. With that much inventory hitting the market, that's flooding. That's giving sellers so much more competition that if they don't bring their prices in line with the market, they're not going to get buyers. So all that pressure with all this new competition has forced sellers to lower their prices as it's taking their properties longer and longer to sell. A year ago, it took about 42 days. Now it's taking over 75 days for properties to sell. That is one of the key points, which is the supply side. So this next piece of data, oh, hey, my dog was barking at somebody out there. I had to run outside. But this is the actual data that my colleagues wanted me to talk to you about. And that's what you'll also read in the newspapers and the media is how prices in Florida are continually to go up on a year-over-year basis. Take a look at this chart. So here is Boca over the last year. The median price increase is 15.3%. Boynton Beach, 6.5%. Delray Beach, 13%. Fort Lauderdale, 7.3%. And West Palm Beach, 18.5% increase in price over the last year. That's what my colleagues want to tell you. But that's what makes all this data confusing. Because when you look at the newspapers and look online, they say, hey, Florida prices are up. Looks like things are good on a year-over-year basis. That's great, but guess what? That is what they call a lagging indicator. That's what happened sometime in the past. We don't want to worry about what happened in the past because if you weren't involved in the market, who cares? What we want to know is what's happening today and how the market is reacting to that information and what we can expect moving forward. Okay, it is time to take a look at 3 pieces of data that proves and shows the price drops and falling prices here in Delray Beach and South Florida. The first piece of data I want to show you takes us back to my e-letter that I write every week. This goes back to April 3rd. You can take a look at it with me and read along. If you want to be a part of my weekly e-letter, down below I have a link for you. Just sign up, it's for free. I'll get it to you right away. It comes out every Wednesday morning, so be on the lookout for that. But take a look at this. Here's what I said. I pulled up the data on Delray's zip codes, 33444, 33483. Those are the 2 zip codes on the east side of I-95. They're called more the higher end or downtown Delray or more the luxury beachside markets. That's a little bit of context. Here it is. As of that morning on April 3rd, there were 425 listings in those 2 zip codes. 210 properties had lowered their price. That's just shy of 50% of the properties in that market had with price reductions. The average price drop, check it out, 130,000 bucks. That represented at that time 7.1% price reduction in the market. Now let's take a look at what's happening right now. Now for show and tell number 2, I'm going right into the MLS. I'm pulling up data as I do this video, so it's current. This is the information that I see that I know that you want to see. Take a look at these charts. We'll start with the first one. Back in on the bottom right, December 26th, the property went on the market for almost $3 million bucks, and it's gone down. Now it's at $2.385 million. That is a 21% price drop in just about 6 months. The next property, look at this, went on the market at $2 million, bam, went down to $1.2 million, bam, that's a 40% price drop in a short period of time. How about this next one? Went on the market of May of last year, so that's been on the market for almost, well, it's over a year, at $1.7 million. Now it's at $1.2 million. That is what? That is a 30+% price drop. And the final one went on the market February of this year at $790. Now it's down to $700. If you add up all that numbers, that's about a 24% price drop. And the final one went on the market just about a month and a half ago at $1 million. It's now at $900. That's a 10% price drop in just a month. That is proof that price drops are happening. People are starting to cut their property prices. Why? Because they're not selling, and buyers want to buy stuff that is priced right. Now for the third and final, this is the actual percentage price drops in these 5 communities I've been talking about today. Take a look at this data that's strictly from the MLS. Those are the average and median price drops per city. City up first, Boca. Price drop average 7.4%, median price drop 6.12%. Boynton Beach, average price almost 7%, median price just over 5%. Delray Beach, the average price almost 9% drop, median price drop almost 7.5%. Fort Lauderdale, 6.5% average, almost 6% median, and West Palm Beach, 7.61 average price drop with almost a 6% median price drop. That is what's happening in the market today. It is coming directly from the MLS. I've been writing about this in my newsletter. Please do me a favor, sign up for that. I give information on a weekly basis, so I don't have to do these quarterly, monthly reviews. This is the time right now where sellers need to finally step up, get out of the denial of the market changing. Real estate goes in cycles. It goes up for a long time, it comes down for a long time, and it repeats that pattern. Same with pricing. Right now is a time for home sellers to look at the market specifically for today, and if you want to sell your house, you need to price it at today's market. So if that's you, my contact information down below. Call me, send me a text. I'd love to come out and meet with you, take a look at your property so that we can come up with a current pricing strategy that will help you attract buyers and sell your property today. You don't want to be on the market and linger on the days on market like your competition. That doesn't serve you, and it doesn't serve buyers. We need to get current, come up with a pricing strategy to sell your property today. Appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you on my next video.